India, a land of ancient wisdom and vibrant spirituality, holds its rivers sacred. These rivers are more than just bodies of water. They are the lifeblood of the nation, revered and worshipped as divine entities. The Ganges, Yamuna, and Brahmaputra are not merely rivers. They are embodiments of the divine, each with its own unique mythology and significance. These waterways are not just geographical features. They are woven into the very fabric of Indian culture and spirituality. The rivers are seen as living deities, each with its own personality and story. The Ganges, for instance, is considered the holiest of all, believed to have descended from the heavens to purify humanity. They are deities, mothers, and lifelines. The rivers are worshipped as goddesses, with rituals and ceremonies performed daily along their banks. Women perform aarti, offering light to the river, while others immerse idols and flowers as a form of devotion. These acts of worship are not just religious duties, but expressions of deep-seated reverence and gratitude. For millennia, Indians have worshipped rivers like the Ganges, Yamuna, and Brahmaputra. Each river has its own set of legends and stories that have been passed down through generations. The Yamuna is associated with the love story of Krishna and Radha, while the Brahmaputra is linked to the powerful sage Parashurama. These stories are not just myths, but are integral to the cultural and spiritual identity of the people. They bathe in their waters, seeking purity and blessings. The act of bathing in these sacred rivers is believed to cleanse one's sins and bring spiritual merit. Pilgrims travel from far and wide to take a dip in the holy waters, especially during auspicious times like the Kumbh Mela, a massive religious gathering that takes place every 12 years. The river's banks teem with life, hosting vibrant cities, ancient temples, and colorful festivals. Cities like Varanasi, Allahabad, and Haridwar are built along the banks of these sacred rivers, serving as major centers of pilgrimage and spiritual activity. Festivals like Chath Puja, where devotees worship the setting and rising sun, are celebrated with great fervor along the riverbanks. To understand India, one must understand its sacred rivers. These rivers are not just natural resources, but are the very essence of Indian spirituality and culture. They are the threads that weave together the diverse tapestry of Indian life, connecting people to their past, their beliefs, and their future. The rivers of India are truly the gods that flow through the heart of the nation. No river embodies the duality of life and death like the Ganges. This sacred river, revered and feared, is a lifeline for millions and a final resting place for countless souls. Known as Ganga Ma, or Mother Ganges, it is the most sacred river in Hinduism. Pilgrims travel from far and wide to bathe in its purifying waters, believing it cleanses them of sins and grants them salvation. Originating in the Gangotri Glacier, high in the Himalayas, the Ganges begins its journey as a small, icy stream. As it descends through the mountains, it gathers strength, becoming a powerful river that sustains life along its banks. The Ganges flows over 1,500 miles before emptying into the Bay of Bengal. Along the way, it traverses diverse landscapes, from the rugged terrain of the Himalayas to the fertile plains of North India, and finally, the vast delta in Bangladesh. Along its journey, it nourishes the plains of North India, providing water for agriculture, which is the backbone of the region's economy. The river's waters irrigate fields of rice, wheat, and sugarcane, supporting the livelihoods of millions of farmers. Shaping the lives of millions, the Ganges is more than just a river. It is a way of life. Towns and cities have sprung up along its banks, bustling with activity. Markets thrive, children play, and families gather, all under the watchful gaze of the Ganges. The river is also a source of sustenance for fishermen who rely on its abundant fish to feed their families. Boats navigate its waters, transporting goods and people, while others collect water for daily use. However, the Ganges faces significant challenges. Industrial pollution, untreated sewage, and plastic waste threaten its health. Efforts are underway to clean and protect this vital waterway, but the task is monumental. Despite these challenges, the Ganges remains a symbol of hope and resilience. During religious festivals, its banks come alive with celebrations, as people light lamps and set them afloat, praying for the river's well-being and their own. As the sun sets over the Ganges, its waters reflect the colors of the sky, creating a serene and almost mystical atmosphere. It is a reminder of the river's enduring presence and its profound impact on the lives it touches. For many, the Ganges is a place of meditation and reflection, a source of spiritual solace. Its gentle flow and timeless beauty inspire a deep sense of peace and connection to the divine. At dawn, as mist rises from its waters, the Ganges reveals its true majesty. It is a river of life and death, of joy and sorrow, of beginnings and endings. It is the Ganges, the eternal river. Varanasi, the ancient city of Shiva, is the ultimate pilgrimage site for Hindus. Located on the banks of the Ganges, Varanasi is a city where life and death intertwine. Here, the river is not just a deity, but a living presence, a constant reminder of life's ephemeral nature and the promise of liberation. The Yamuna, sister of Yama, the god of death, is another sacred river that holds immense spiritual significance. Originating from the Yamunotri Glacier in the Himalayas, the Yamuna flows through North India, merging with the Ganges at Allahabad. Along its course, it graces cities like Delhi, Mathura, and Agra, nourishing the land and its people. The cities of Mathura and Vrindavan, located on the banks of the Yamuna, are central to Krishna worship. Mathura, Krishna's birthplace, is a major pilgrimage site. The Krishna Janmabhoomi temple marks the spot where Krishna is believed to have been born. The Brahmaputra, meaning son of Brahma in Sanskrit, is one of Asia's mightiest rivers. Originating in the Tibetan Himalayas, it flows through China and India before joining the Ganges in Bangladesh to form the world's largest delta. In India, it traverses the state of Assam, shaping its landscape and culture. The Brahmaputra is not just a river, it is a lifeline that breathes life into the land of Assam. Stretching over 2,900 kilometers, it is one of the major rivers of the world, and its significance to Assam is immeasurable, but a cultural artery that flows through the heart of Assam. This majestic river has been a silent witness to the rise and fall of empires, the ebb and flow of civilizations, and the daily lives of the people who call its banks home. The river has shaped the state's history, carving out a legacy that is rich and diverse. From ancient temples and monuments that stand as testaments to bygone eras, to the folklore and legends that have been passed down through generations, the Brahmaputra is a repository of Assam's heritage, economy, and traditions. The river supports the livelihoods of countless people, from fishermen who cast their nets into its waters, to traders who navigate its currents to bring goods to market. It is a source of sustenance and a means of connection, linking communities and fostering trade. From the tea gardens that line its banks, where the world-famous Assam tea is cultivated, to the lush green fields that are irrigated by its waters, the Brahmaputra nourishes the land and its people. The tea industry, in particular, owes much of its success to the fertile soil and favorable climate provided by the river. To the vibrant Bihu festival, celebrated to the rhythm of its flow, where the joyous beats of the dole and the graceful movements of traditional dances echo the river's own dynamic energy. Bihu is not just a festival, it is a celebration of life, of the changing seasons, and of the enduring spirit of the Assamese people. The Brahmaputra is woven into the fabric of Assamese life. It is a source of inspiration for artists, poets, and musicians who draw from its beauty and power to create works that resonate with the soul. The river is a symbol of resilience and continuity, a reminder of the enduring bond between nature and humanity in this enchanting region.